Beijing is a city located in the northern east part of China. It has long been the capital of China since 1264. It has witnessed the political and cultural development of China. Because of its long and rich history, Beijing is a unique city that was animated by adding new elements to it. Now we are going to make an analysis in two aspects, including architecture and food culture. The Great Wall of China is built along an east-to-west line across the historical northern borders of China. It is the longest man-made structure on Earth. It links 21,196 kilometers. It was first built in Eastern Zhou Dynasty. At that time, it is used to protect the Chinese states and empires from raids and invasions. The Great Wall has now lost its military use. However, it has become a symbol of China and one of the well-known landmarks of Beijing. The Forbidden City was the Chinese imperial palace from the Ming Dynasty to the end of the Qing Dynasty. It was built during 1406 to 1420. The Forbidden City consists of 980 buildings and covers 180 acres. It demonstrates traditional Chinese palatial architecture and has influenced the architectural developments in East Asia and elsewhere. Now, the Forbidden City has become a place that tourists must visit in Beijing. Siheyuan is an icon of Beijing's architecture. It is also named as Chinese quadrangles, which means a courtyard is surrounded by 4 buildings from all sides. Siheyuan is originated in Western Zhou Dynasty, which was around year 256 BC. It was mainly used for residence, family businesses, and government offices. It is a symbol of Chinese culture. In order to let people to experience the old Chinese ways of life, many Siheyuans are revitalized into boutique hotels for foreign visitors. Also, a few of them were preserved for its historical value, and they are now open to the public for sightseeing. However, due to the preparation of Olympic Games, many Siheyuans were demolished in 2003. In there, modern Beijing icon, the National Stadium, and a National Aquatic Center were built. People usually call them the bird nest and the water cube because of their architectural characteristics. Some think that this act is able to improve the international image of Beijing. While some argue that the historical values were being destroyed, people only focused on the economic development and neglected the cultural preservation. When talking about the food culture in Beijing, Beijing roast duck is always the most popular food dish. We can taste it in the Dadong roasted duck shop, which is one of the most reputable restaurants, and it is located in Wangfu Daji. It has already become a signature cuisine of Beijing since 1416 in the Ming Dynasty. It was one of the delicacies in the imperial menu and was highly regarded by emperors. When you order in the restaurant, the hot roast duck will be served to the dining table by the chef, and he will slice it into thin flakes with a piece of crispy skin. You can eat it with a thin slice of pancake, plum sauce, and spring onions. People will be amazed by its crispy skin and tender texture. However, most people enjoy roast ducks only on festival occasion nowadays. In daily life, people, especially teenagers, like spending their time in the back bar. It has originated from France and has gained popularity in Beijing since 2006. A Malaysian designer has maintained the vintage layout and decoration of Siheyuans in the Dongjing district and transformed their interior into the bed bar. He has made use of the hearable adult sleeping platform as a selling point. Customers can directly lie on the bed to enjoy a cup of coffee or cocktail with their friends. The Chinese name of bed bar is full of sense of humor. If you date someone to go to bed bar in Chinese, it is like a kind of sexual insinuation. It can also demonstrate the more open-minded attitude in Beijing nowadays. Beijing is an ancient city and has always been an important part of Chinese history for over 8 centuries. The architectures that we have mentioned just now have some national historical significance to China. From the food culture, we can see the integration of Chinese and Western culture these years. From these, we can see the evolution of old Beijing to modern Beijing.